Good morning. Welcome to another session of option screening, looking for opportunities in the options market. Today is the 3rd of November, Wednesday the 3rd of November, and we'll start with looking for stocks we can put on our watch list. And to do that, we'll start with the New York Stock Exchange, and we want to find stocks that have closed as a new 52-week high and stocks that are above $50. So we'll scan down the list looking for stocks that are above $50. So we've got one there, APH. Then we've got BHP. We've got ALX. You usually don't find options on index funds and ETFs, so we'll ignore that one. So the next one is the Autoliv Inc. So that's ALVPRZ. So keep scrolling down, and next one there is AGN. And got the last two there. That's ALV and BBL. So those are the stocks on the New York Stock Exchange that have closed at a new 52-week high and $50 or above. Next, we'll check the NASDAQ. Again, we're looking for stocks that are $50 or above. And we just have just one stock here, which is ESGR. So the next step is to check if the stocks are optionable. For that, we go to Options Express, go to the options chain, and we'll put the stock symbols in there and see if they have options in them. So we'll start with the first one, that's APH. And we can see that's optionable. Go to the next stock, which is BHP. Again, that's optionable. Let's go to the next one, ALX. And you see there are no listed options on the stock, so that one comes off our screening list. Go to the next one, that's ALVPRZ. Again, there are no listed options on that stock, so again, we'll get that off the screening list. The next stock is AGN. And that's got options in it, so that's a good one. Then we'll go to ALV. Again, that's got options in it, so we'll continue with that one. BBL. Again, that's got options in it. And the last one is ESGR. And then no listed options on that one, so that comes off the list. So the ones we have so far, we now have to check the fundamentals on them. For that, we go to investors.com and use the IBD ratings on the stock checkup. So we go to stock checkup. I want to check if the stocks have an earnings per share of rating of 80 plus, a relative strength of 90 plus, and an industry group strength of A minus or above. So we'll start with the first stock, which is APH. And the relative strength is not 74, so that's failed. We want The earnings per share is 95, which is good, but the relative strength is 74. That should be 90 or above. So it has to fulfill all the criteria before it goes on to the watch list. So next one is BHP. And BHP, it's a good one. You can see the earnings per share is 92. That's good. But the relative strength is 75, so it's failed. So BHP2 has failed. We'll go to the next one, AGN. Okay, so AGN, earnings per share is 80, that's good. Relative strength is 80, that's not good. It should be 90 or above, so that's failed too. Go to ALV. Earnings per share is 79, so that's failed. It should be 80 plus. So again, it has to fulfill all the criteria for screening before it's added to the watch list. And the last one is BBL. So the earnings per share is 92, but relative strength is 78. So again, that's failed. So no stocks fulfill the criteria today for adding to the watch list. So we'll go straight on to our charts and see what trading opportunities we have on the stocks on our watch list now. For that, we'll go to quotes and the streaming charts. Look for any possible trading opportunities. Currently, because the broad market is trending up, we'll be looking to place calls. So we're only looking for call opportunities. And for that, we're looking for stocks that are uptrending, indicated by the moving average 30 going up. So the blue line is the moving average 30. So we were looking for stocks with a uptrending moving average 30. That's the blue line. And if it's uptrending, we want to see stocks that are oversold using the Williams percentage R indicator for the, so we want stocks to have descended to minus 80 or below. And then that will give us a good indication that there's a possible options trading opportunity on that stock. So we'll go through the watch list and go through them. And we've got Apple here. That's Apple Inc. So we can see here the stock was oversold. The stock was oversold there on the 29th of October. So it was oversold. It now closed above the moving average 7 at the close of trade yesterday. So if the stock continues to rise in value, we'll place a call option on the stock when the market opens this afternoon, provided it continues to rise in value. So that's a potential trading opportunity on Apple. Because we can see it closed clearly above the moving average 7. Again, sometimes you can also look at the figure here. You can see the simple moving average 7 there is 306.35, and the closing price for Apple was 309.36. So that's closed way above the 7-day moving average. So that's a potential trading opportunity today. We'll go to the next stock. Okay, that's uptrending, but it's not oversold. We already have an option trade on that stock already. Okay, that's uptrending, but it's not oversold. That's trending sideways, so we'll just ignore that. We just want stocks that are trending up nicely. We've got an options trade on that already. When it was oversold there, it closed above, and we placed an options trade on that yesterday. That's beginning to go sideways, so we'll just ignore that for a while. That's a nice uptrend, but it's not oversold. That's a nice uptrend, but it's not oversold. Again, that's a nice uptrend, but it's not oversold. Okay, that's begin to trend down and go sideways, so we'll ignore that. That's a nice uptrend, it's not oversold, but we already have an options trade on that stock. That's trending up nicely, but it's not oversold. Okay, it's a nice uptrend too, was not oversold. That's a downtrending stock, so we just ignore that. We want uptrending stocks. That's uptrending, was not oversold. That's uptrending, was not oversold. That's going sideways, so we'll just ignore that. We really want stocks that are trending up nicely. Okay, that's initially going sideways. It's beginning to go up, but we'll wait and see. That's uptrending, but not oversold. Okay, that's trending up nicely, but not oversold. It's going sideways. That's going sideways. That's beginning to go sideways. That's going sideways. That's trending up. We already have an options trade on that stock. That's trending up, but it's not oversold. That's trending up, but it's not oversold. That's trending down. You can see that's been going sideways, so we'll just ignore that. We just want stocks that are trending up nicely. Now this is one we've been watching. It was initially oversold on the 28th of October. So we've just been waiting for it to close above the moving average 7 in 5 days. So you could see this was when it first became oversold. And that's 1, 2, 3. So after the third day, it still hasn't closed above the moving average 7. So it's still closed below the moving average 7. Again, you can see that's the closing price, 119. And the 119.02. And the 7-day moving average is 119.34. So it closed below the moving average 7. So we still have to wait and see what happens. That's uptrending, but not oversold. That's going sideways. That's going sideways. That's going sideways. That's trending up, but not oversold. That's trending sideways. That's going sideways too. That's trending up, but not oversold. That's trending sideways. That's trending up, but we already have an options trade on that. That's trending sideways. That's trending up, but not oversold. As you can see, that's going sideways now. There's initial gap down in the market, and it's going sideways, so we'll just ignore that. We're almost there. And that's gone down. That's sideways. That's trending up, but not oversold. That's sideways. And last, that's beginning to trend up, but not oversold. So The only opportunity we have today will be the Apple stock. So when the market opens this afternoon, UK time at 1:30, when the US market opens, we'll give it about an hour, see if the value of the Apple shares continue to rise, and if it does, we'll then place an options trade on Apple. Okay,